Connected this evening. Welcome to Akashx presentation. Akashx is an academy. I have the privilege to speak with a retired general today, and I was telling him so much value you can get from here. When you're making money, you can actually do some sort of humanitarian to people. You'll be looking at what can I give to these people. That's how it is. You've been thinking, have you ever seen someone who is probably richer than you, big boy, big girl, richer than you, and you want to give him a gift for how nice the person has been, and you're confused. You're just thinking, what can I give this person? Should I buy him a car? He has a car. He has many cars. Should I buy him this? Should I buy him that? You just don't know. You're just confused. Like, what can I do to this person? But I realized that if you can share value with those kind of persons, you've given them a gift of a lifetime. And I could share value with that kind of personality, and I could even get to the point that, you know what, if you are in doubt, don't worry. I'm just gonna devote myself to you and teach you for 1 week, and let's see how that goes. Something I just started learning this year, and I can pass it on to you, and it will be profitable to you within that 1 week. And then after that, you can decide what you want. After I was done with that call, I felt so satisfied, like, oh, so I can actually offer someone I was looking up to that is richer than me, is doing well more than me. Of course, not that I'm comparing myself, at least it started up, very much than myself. It's over 60 years, so I can't compare myself to him. He's been there, all right? But I will always look for what can I do for this kind of person. And I'm glad that I could offer value, and I'm satisfied doing that. So what made that possible? Akashx. This academy made it possible. So I'm just going to share that with us. And if you can see my screen, I want you to put two. And I'll put two, just one person, put two on the chat box. Put two on the chat box, and let me be sure you can see my screen. Yes, one person put two on the chat box. If you've done that, I would know. Yeah, thank you. Tally Boss, you are my guy today. I celebrate you always. So if you're new on the call today, put new on the chat box. I want to relate with you very closely, just like I'm relating with Tally Boss and Dr. Love, the billionaire trader. I want to relate with you. If you're new on the call, please put new. I want to see the person that is new. Let me relate with you very much closely. New person, any new person on the call? Is there any new person? I want to be sure. Is there any new person? Wow. All right. If there's no new person on the call, then we are just.
Mary typed
Okay,
EW.
Mary.
Maybe she
Mary.
wants to put Leo.
Okay, thank you. Mary, I see you. I'm working very closely with you. All right. So every other person on the call. So join me, celebrate Mary, celebrate Mary, celebrate Mary with A1, 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 celebrate Mary with A1. And I'm starting right away. Mary, I celebrate you with A1. Welcome on Akashx. Yeah, I've celebrated you myself, and every other person is celebrating you. So you welcome right here where we disseminate value, and I can assure you that money goes the way of value. If you're ever living a life and you don't have value to, monetary value, something that you can exchange for monetary value to share with one or two persons, then you need Akashx. Akashx is actually going to help you. I've shared my excitement just today that I was able to share something tangible with somebody I know is richer than me, doing well more than me, and of course, he's been there far before I started life. But I'm still happy I could share something of valuable with him that he's excited about. So that's what Akashx does to me. I've been a banker for about 10 years, about a decade, and I'm still consulting for Exim Bank. So Akashx represent the financial market that I'm very passionate about, and that's the foreign exchange, the stock market, and the cryptocurrency market. Foreign exchange has been there. It's from ancient time, there have always been foreign exchange market. It's just that technology has just made it more simpler. All right. And again, too, the advent of the retail trader that comes into foreign exchange market is always been there. All right. And then stock market had always been there for donkey years. All right. Then cryptocurrency market came into limelight for about 10, 15 years right now, and is also doing so well. All right. So Mary, pay attention. For Wealth Hub is the vehicle we use to make sure we disseminate the robust financial literacy about Akashx. So that's what it's about. And for most of us who have started our journey, at a point it's a financial literacy for us. At a point, it becomes a wealth literacy. Now we know where to channel our energy, and it will result to some wealthy income to us, or wealthy outcome, let me put it that way, to us. So we embrace technology to simplify the foreign exchange market. We embrace artificial intelligence to make our life easy while trading. I shared last time while I was watching some persons who had been there for like 40 years, 50 years back on the foreign exchange market. How were they coping? I discovered that it was manual trading. It was beautiful. They were making a killing there, but at the same time, it's not as smart as we trade now. So with Akashx Academy, it has come to teach us well, simplify this knowledge to us, and make it smart. We trade smart, bringing technology, artificial intelligence, making our decision more informed and fast, decision. And we're excited about that. So if you leverage on this knowledge, you will know more about the financial market, and you'll be able to leverage the financial market. And three things happens to you. Your time becomes an asset. Like some of people who are boy to politicians. If you know how long they have to stay around, hang around politicians, how many years they have to hang around the politicians before one day maybe the politician is happy about them and will have to give them a portfolio or contract. It's crazy. You know, that time they have, and sometimes wasted if they are not lucky to get favored from their boss and all that. The time is not an asset. But right here on the foreign exchange market, it makes your time an asset. Every minute, every second you spend on the market gives you financial income, because you are spending time knowledgeably and you're able to leverage the financial market, and the outcome is definitely going to give you money. So you need time to make money to live the best life of your dream, and that's what we call lifestyle. All right. So lifestyle to you, to us, is the good life. All right. There's those lives you dream of. Oh, I would love to travel to Bahamas this month. I'd like to visit US. Or, you just want to travel. You just want to experience a better life. You just want to see what is happening on the other side. Let's say you want to send your kids to school abroad. Some of us have not even visited the place that we are sending our kids to. What kind of life is that? You want to send your school to school abroad. Have you gone to that country before? Have you spent like a week there before? These are necessary things, but based on financial resources, we try to manage those kind of a thing, which we shouldn't manage. So you need time to make money to live the lifestyle of your dream. All right. Now let's see what Robert Kiyosaki has been able to segment cash flow quadrant. Talks about people who are working for others, employee. I was there with First Bank for about 10 years. All right. We tend to leverage ourselves, our skill set, our intellectual capital, our time, and we are using that to exchange for money. You see, all those things are resources that we should use to leverage and make so much for ourselves. And we exchange that with the employer to be able to be what 30 days makes a paycheck. 60% of us are in this quadrant. It's not bad. It makes a lot of sense. I've learned some corporate experience there, and it's so good for me. All right. At some point, I switched to become self-employed. You can actually walk through these quadrants, set up my company, blog hosts, added points.
Zika, I can't hear you. I don't know if others can hear you. Okay, so I couldn't even hear Ezekiel. So I think it's his network. I think it's his network. It will be back to join us. So I'll just I'll explain briefly while it's trying to join us. So we're explaining about why we need to be part of Akashx. What is it? What are we gaining? The education. Akashx is basically a school where we learn how to trade forex, crypto, and stocks. So we learn how to trade crypto, forex, and stocks, and you can decide to learn at your own pace. You can decide to learn forex first, then crypto or stocks, or you can decide that, oh, no, I want to be learning all. I want to learn 1 hour today. I want to learn this. Another 1 hour. I want to learn crypto. You know, it's such a flexible system. It's on your own times. It's a flexible school. It's a school where we are paid to read. I like the fact that we are paid to study, but it's a very flexible school. You decide actually how you want it, what you want. So why would you consider forex trading? Why do you have to consider, oh, let me even learn forex trading? Forex trading is 7.5 trillion market. It's a market that is 7.5 trillion, goes through that market. The highest liquid market in the whole world. So 7.5 trillion every day pass through this market. So you want to ask yourself, out of this 7.5 trillion, how much do I want to be mine? How much would I want to be mine? That's a question you need to ask yourself. Then the cryptocurrency is anticipated to hit 1 trillion, while the stock market is 1 trillion a day in volume already. So we are talking about trillions here, trillions, not billions, not millions. So you go in, and for those of us in Nigeria, for example, we're not talking about naira, we're talking about dollars. So you go in and go and collect your money. You know when they say collect your money, collect your money. So you go in, and that can only happen, going in to collect your money can only happen if you have the knowledge of going in, of how, when to go in and go and collect your money. If you have the knowledge, that's only time this will make sense to you. So what Akashx offers us is a first-class education. It's a first-class education, and what it offers you is for you to know when and how when and how to go and collect your own share. They made life easy. They have been simplified everything for us. Today, I've taken some good trades today because Akashx provided us with alerts. So today, I'm trying to learn to call it signals because I call it alert. And somebody once told me that alert, is it bank alert? Is it bank alert that you guys are getting? So I just said signal. But I said, when he said, you better use signal that we understand better. Anyway, so Akashx comes in phases. The first phase for anyone who is coming into Akashx is for you to come and learn what we call tap to trade. This very simple tool is a tool that helps us to tap and trade. So you're just tapping, you're making money from your tapping. It's a very simple tool that helps us to tap. So the educators, they have done their parameters, they have done everything, the studies, and tell you your own is to click on tap and your trade is executed right there. Just because you click on tab, you just see that your trade is ongoing, and you can close it at your own time, anytime you wish, or you can just wait for the educator that called it, and the trade will close automatically. So even when you are a busy executive and you're busy in your office, all you need to do is to click on tap. Click on that tap. So it's as simple as you connecting it to a broker, that's your phone, connect to a trade alert, and you tap. All you need is basically your tapping. Then our phase 2 is the academy. So in the academy, let me see whether Ezekiel is back actually. I'm just standing in for you. So phase 2 is our academy. Our academy is where you have the opportunity to meet the best and the best educators. So we have the best and the best educators in our academy. Apart from the video that helps you to go at your own time, apart from the video that at your own time, you can go in and watch and study. We also have the opportunity to meet with our educators where they tell you the strategy. And these guys, they are the best in the world, and they give you everything that they have. It's always a very interesting session. Imagine you having a mentor that guides you to where you're going to. Makes your work easy if you're going somewhere. So that's exactly the what you have here. You have people who are telling you their strategy, who will guide you. We have the one with a mentor for forex, for crypto, for commodities, for indices. We have them here. So apart from the live sessions, we also now have the trade alerts that this educator calls. And these trade alerts will give you the parameter to tell you where to buy, where to sell. It will answer a lot of your issues for those who do say, oh, I don't know how to trade. So that's why, because of this trade alert, we can tell you that we are making money here because you are learning and you're earning from the trade alerts. Our trade alerts are 80% accurate, so you're learning and you are indeed earning. Then we now have a scanner, so you come in, you're using your tap to trade, you have started learning how to trade. So once you start learning the basic that will first of all teach you is how to take your trades. Where do you put your stop loss? Where do you put your take profit? How do you put your lot size? Do you want to do market instant activation, or you want to do stop pending or buy pending? All those things are the first set of things you will learn. Then you now come and learn how to use a scanner. We are using how to use the scanner. You join our class. We have a group class for 10 a.m. And another one is coming up by 8 p.m. where we actually now do this grouping and talk about, the scanners and so many other things that we can learn together. There's power in learning together. So we have the scanner. And these scanners, we have them, 8 of them. And all you need to do is choose the one that you want to accept. Guys, mute yourself. That's Augustine. If network is not being friendly today. Okay, so we also have, so we agree with all the things I've said. You agree with me that Akashx is all in one. So we prefer to call it all in one platform because you have your academy, you have your scanners, you have your live session, you have your alerts that are coming. So it's a very, very, very good one indeed. A very, very good one indeed. So also, in all the things I we've spoken about, all all the beautiful things we are talking about, all you need to do to be part of this is $149 every month. Or if you want to pay an annual student, all you need to pay is $999 as an annual student. So, I've spoken about all the beautiful things that you're getting. Imagine if you pay your $1,400 if you pay your $900, I mean, if you pay your $149, the company still gives you $10,000 to trade. Hello, did you get that? Did somebody get that? If you pay your $149, the company still gives you $10,000 to trade. Then for those who are doing the 999, once you pay your school fees on 999, the company gives you $200,000 to trade. So you have $200,000 apart from what you're getting, all the benefits that you're getting. In fact, Akashx is just, for me, I tell people that Akashx is the more you see, the less you look. I mean, the more you look, the less you see. Because Akashx is a a complete system, on its own, and you wouldn't really have any reason why you don't want to jump in, because you have the best supportive community even with us, the best supportive community. So once again, you are going to be having $10,000 once you pay your school fees. Once you pay your school fees of $149 or your school fees of $999. Another thing the company has done is to say, if you don't want to pay, all you need to do is, if you don't want to, if you don't want to keep paying, the company gives us the opportunity of scholarship, and for you to get that scholarship, all you need to do is to connect three persons to Akashx, and you get free. So we just spoke about tap to trade. We also have a similar thing in the crypto space. So crypto is a bit like crypto own is a bit different because for price you need to tap. You will need to tap. But as you go now, you don't need to tap anything. Just fix your copy trade, and it's whatever trade the educators that's in charge of that trade, whatever trade that they take is automatically executed for you, and all you need to do is to balance for profit. Balance for profit. So it's as simple as that. Akashx is as simple as that. It's a very, very, very simple system. And indeed, people are crushing it, people are winning our trades. Like I said, even just the trade alert is 80%. With our scanner, it's gone to 90%. And you just want to be part of the community because They have given you $10,000 already or 20,000. All you need to do is to do fast, learn fast so that you trade. Yeah, we tell people you learn before you earn. So as an affiliate as well, you can make money, good money, huge money. You can decide to stay as an affiliate, or you can decide to become an affiliate, or you just want to be a trader and you don't want to be an affiliate. But I tell you, you can take the money from both sides. Okay, you can take the money, you can become an affiliate, make money, and also still make money trading. So we've got our payday. Oh no, okay, our payday is every day now. How beautiful is Akashx now? They pay us every day now, actually. We are paid our affiliate commission every day. We also have a travel club. You can decide to join the travel club where you plan vacation and you can just go take your family, go enjoy that vacation. That's another beautiful one that we have. So why we tell people that earn and learn and trade. That's what we tell people. So you need to earn while you're learning so that the thing will be entering the brain time. Entering your brain big time. So you want to start your experience today alongside a very supportive community. So indeed, we have a very supportive community. In fact, I love the WhatsApp community because our joy, our happiness is to see you make money, is to see you become a better version of yourself. And that's what we are pushing in the World Talk. So once again, I want to say thank you to everyone for listening to me. All you need to do now, if you have questions, you just want to quickly raise that hand, or you give it to the chat box so I can read it out. So you can leave it in the chat box so we can just read it out for you. So if you have a question, this is the time to ask your question. If you have a question, please, this is the time to ask. Our guests in particular, we welcome you. If you need clarity on any aspect of what I've just discussed or where Ezekiel discussed, please do ask your question and we'll take it from that. So do we have questions? Okay, I want to say I'm a very good teacher.